kidding me? Like, we're working through all the production. I'm actually gonna set up a selfie hugging booth, like a kissing booth, but I'm gonna keep it to hugs and selfies. But like, I'm incredibly committed to meeting every single person at VEECON.
Yes.
So excited to hear that. It's gonna be awesome. So thank you again. Thank you again.
Of course. Let's keep it moving.
All right, 305 Kid Jet.
Yo, Gary, thanks a lot, bro. Thanks a lot for doing this for us. Quick question. For all the meal tokens, is that going to be like around then, or is that somewhere else another time?
We've got to do a really strong job on that front. We have a lot to do on Gift Goat and on the meals and all that and the Hangout Hawks. I think you'll be seeing a shitload from us in September. Give me a couple of weeks on that. We're really trying to update everything on that front. We're very close.
No worries, brother.
I don't know if it's going to be around then, but that's an incredibly good point that I had not really thought about, because I think I have many obligations before then. I got to get but it might, that's funny. I may speak, I may try to push jump into some of the Discord separate rooms around this. Like, it might make sense to do it that Wednesday, like in Minnesota. I mean, I think it was New York or LA is what we said on the contract, but it's something I'll think that through. We'll get a lot more details. And just while I've got all of you here, so you can spread it in the Discord over the coming months. If you notice the video I put out, I said book these dates, the 19th to the 22nd. There's a very good chance that the 19th will be an unconference day, and then Friday, Saturday, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do on Sunday. But you definitely want to be in Minnesota those 4 days.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you again. Mad love.
Can't wait to be there.
Yeah, bro.
All right, Joe Bart.
Hey, Gary V, thank you for everything, man. So excited about Minneapolis because it's sort of like the closest, well, it is the closest city to where I live. So it's sort of like home for me. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm really, obviously a football stadium. It's one of the newest stadiums in the league. The facility is state of the art. Obviously, I have a lot of love for Minnesota. I'm a minority owner of the Minnesota esports team. The Minnesota Nice thing really resonates with me. I'm incredibly friendly with the new ownership group, Mark Lowry and A-Rod of the Timberwolves. It's an easy place to get to. It's a gorgeous time of year in late May there. The hotel fees and the infrastructure costs are very affordable. It feels like the right place to start.
Yeah, well, I totally agree with all that stuff. It's really amazing. I've been to US Bank Stadium several times to watch the Vikings, and so one of my questions is, like, it's gigantic. So how will we do that? It's sort of this gigantic wide open space.
We're gonna confine ourselves to certain areas for what we're doing, but one of the reasons I wanted to do it, this is a very intriguing conference. As all of you know, definitely the 700 people in here, this is now a very in-depth community. Like, the friendships, think about, Joe, when you look at some of these avatars and names, you already have very warm, nice feelings towards them, even though you haven't met. So I needed a scenario where there's gonna be a lot of meet and greet areas. The content's gonna be insane. I promise everybody, the content, like, what I'm trying to figure out, Joe, is the content is gonna be so good that people are gonna wanna consume all the content of the conference. But I also wanna let the natural thing happen that I know is gonna happen, which is by the time we get to May, because of what's going on in the Discord, like, people are real friends with each other. And I wanna make sure that they have room to, like, do that. So I feel very comfortable. I did a conference in Miami Dolphins Stadium several years ago that went really well. The intimate and wide open scenario of a football stadium works. So don't worry, this is not gonna feel like, oh, there's only 8,000 of us there in what could fit hundreds of thousands. It will feel intimate at times, and it will definitely feel like if you wanna take 16 of your friends that you made here and sit in the stands and just watch the conference, but chill out with each other. Like, I've got a lot of that thought through.
Cool. Can I get one more quick question in? Awesome. So I just want, this is more like a plug, but also a question. So a friend of mine who's really amazing, his name is Sean Sherman. He's known as the sous chef, and he has started the first Native American restaurant in Minneapolis. First Native American restaurant in the country, and it's in Minneapolis. It's called Owamni. So I just want to put a plug in for people if you're looking to book dinner and that sort of thing. He's an amazing guy, and it's a really cool project.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody who knows the area should be very aggressive in the Discord as more details of schedule comes out. There, you know, the reason I wanted to get everybody booked in was the Thursday and Sunday will have some levels of flexibility. You know, the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, like there's going to be. I want people to be able to do their own things because the community is really real. I couldn't imagine you being part of this community and that place not being booked out heavily because you're going to hold court there. So, and even my plan is in the late evenings to pop up into some of these side dinners, and people are going to, you know, break out into spectaculars and rares and characters. And I want the community to have a lot of control as well. And then I'm going to react to it. So there'll be things I want to control, but then there's also things that I want to naturally happen because this is an actual community, and take it from there.
Awesome. So that's sort of my question around the restaurant. So I want to host a bunch of my Discord friends there. And so I'm just wondering, like, it sounds like there's going to be some flexibility on the 19th. So like if I did like a brunch on the 19th or a dinner on the 19th.
I don't want to put you in a shitty spot, but dramatically more details on that question will happen over the next 4 to 8 weeks. So okay. I think or definitely by Jan 1st, you're gonna have plenty of time to wrap around our situation. But I will say late night dinners, you could be comfortable with now. Like if you want to do a 10 p.m. late dinner,
okay,
you could book that now if you're in the mood. But I would say you should probably wait to January 1st and really know every detail of every hour and take it, or whenever we get it. But we'll give you plenty of months ahead of time.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Gary. And if you or anybody in the Discord has questions about Minneapolis, love to help.
Appreciate it. Let's keep moving.
All right, Steven Zhu, you're next.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, Corso. Pleasure to meet you. Gary, thanks for taking the time, and appreciate you just guiding us newbies through this crypto NFT space. 3 months ago, I was making fun of people in the NFTs and, you know, just giving them so much fun because I was just like, why don't you just copy or save the picture on your computer? Doesn't make sense. So yeah, it was a fun transition. Now I got hundreds of NFTs and crazy, and I appreciate you creating this community. You know, what I found in building the relationships is just the common mindset of kindness and wanting better things for their life. And yeah, I just appreciate you bringing us all together, and it's been
I love it.
a great experience so far. But,
thank you.
Yeah, the question on that I wanted to bring to you, I know there hasn't been too much, I guess, clarification on the different rarity, maybe benefits, whether it be at VEECON outside of the specs.
Monday.
VEECON was very important to me that everybody was treated the same in a lot of ways. I may throw a late idea and create a little section for the specs or do this, but I don't have to explain to anybody here that the different levels of rarity will play out over the next 50 years as I build intellectual property, and scarcity collectability will play out. There is 5 to 15 meaningful different little things around different characters, like we already did with Perspective Pigeon, and with different levels that I'm working on. VEECON, for me, it was very important that the community was the community, and we didn't break them up into categories that made, you know, spectaculars have front row or better seats. Just was not something I was willing to do.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I, again, appreciate you taking the time just to be available for Q&A, and yeah, looking forward to meeting you at VEECON. Appreciate it. And yeah, we're coming out. There's only a handful of us, I believe, that I've run across from Hawaii Island. So We were hoping that you were coming out this way, but that's all right. We'll make it out to Minnesota, and yeah, we'll make the best of it. Appreciate it.
Can't wait. Did you book your hotel room?
Yeah, I booked it
Love
over, squeezed into the Moxie. Right
Love
there
it.
next-
All right. Thank you. Let's keep it moving.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. Chris Smith, you're up.
Hi guys, hi Gary. Thank you so much for having me here. Just to say thank you so much for everything that you've delivered over the last probably 8 years, I would say, since we've been following you. And I've just booked the hotel now in Minnesota, and we've got a video production company in Oxford in the UK, and we've just been trying to get some opportunity to give value back to you and the team, and not had chance to commit on a few different occasions where I've nearly got there. But I think, just being able to travel again, it's going to open up so many opportunities. I think, as a business, we used to traveling to the US and covering 30 conferences a year, just from a filming perspective and generating content left, right and centre. So it was really just to say thank you to you, Gary, for all that you've done for the community and the NFTs, etc. I think there's a huge amount of value that I've gathered from it. But also just to say, if there's anything that you want us to do from the UK, I'll definitely be coming over. I've got a young family. I've got a guy that's a little boy that's 5 and a little boy that's 3. And my wife. I just wondered if you've got any other kind of ideas and opportunities for families whilst we're there, just so I can rubber stamp them coming across.
Yeah, I mean, I think, the reality is there's so much infrastructure in Minnesota. So a lot of the hotels have, environments for children and indoor pools and all sorts of different stuff. Obviously every family handles vacation or things like that differently. So I think you're gonna have to do a little homework. I think the Discord is gonna get very active. I think the city of Minneapolis, is gonna get very active in knowing that we're coming and creating scenarios. So I think a lot of that will evolve, Chris.
Absolutely. No, thank you ever so much. And
Cheers.
Again, if you want any kind of documentary making from the UK crew, we're on board.
I appreciate it. We've got our infrastructure, as you know, but we are incredibly excited about people doing their own thing. And I think that is something you should definitely ponder. I can't wait to see you.
All right. And you, Gary, thank you ever so much once again. Well done, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you, Chris. All right, Comtar.
I'm going to keep the commentary very low until this is over.
You. All right, Comtar, while you fix your mic, wait, try it again. Okay, and we'll go to Anthony. Try to fix that, and then we'll come back to you.
Hey, how's it going?
Very good. How are you?
Right now, I'm actually on the train on the LIRR coming into Manhattan, and I'm surprised I didn't lose connection. So thank you so much, Gary, for everything you've done for all of us. I've probably watched that VEECON video like 10, 20 times, and I get so jacked up when you're shooting up that half-court shot. Is there going to be any opportunity for some basketball, some pickup games with the VFam? Because we've been talking about it. And
Yes, I would tell you the answer is yes to that. I'm planning on being very active throughout the time we're there. And so, if, again,
we're going to do it. I lost you there.
I said the answer is yes. I'm going to definitely play basketball while I'm there. And we're working on stuff. And then there's always the fact that I want to make this an unconference. And so if there's a game that people start putting together in a Discord and it's a 6 a.m. run on one of the mornings, I'll be there.
Awesome. Thank you. I look forward to it.
Can't wait to see you there, brother. Let's keep it moving.
All right.
Cohen, you're next. I think I said that right. Cohen, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Hi, Gary. How you doing? Long time fan. Been a massive collector recently of a lot of your V friends, and just want to thank you for everything you're doing for us and the whole entire community. I'm wondering is there going to be eventually like a guide or some sort of roadmap to everybody here to know almost like hierarchy of things? in cores or specs, or you're just going to keep randomly posting things that you like, and then I guess everybody going crazy at the random posts like the tiger.
I think over time, are you talking about individual characters versus tiers from a value proposition of like what they're worth and why they're important?
No, I think that a lot of people, what they do is, obviously you have this huge army of people that pretty much will go to the end of the earth for you. And when you post specific character or
Got it. Yeah,
drawing,
so
everybody just jumps on that.
Yeah.
And then
the thing that I was committed to is making sure this Discord has the advantage, right? This is a small percentage of that army you speak to. Every community gets deeper and deeper and deeper. This is a massive VeeFriends community, this Discord. This is where it is home. This is the more important place than Instagram or Twitter. This is the home, right? This is the home of VeeFriends. And so every time I'm in a meeting that may create something for a character, one of the things I said to myself was, I'm gonna always over communicate to the Discord, right? And so, as you know, whenever I leave little hints, I keep saying, look, at the end of the day, the market is gonna decide. When I do a VeeFriends animated show, I'm gonna have characters I'm excited about, but the reality is that I have a partner in that. For example, Monday makes today's announcement seem small. Got it? Like Monday's announcement makes today small. Monday's announcement will do something to 5 characters. I had very little to say about which 5.
Right. So it's just I was more asking of the question. It's like do you have like a plan or roadmap for characters, or just as you decide one morning you love a character, for instance, like the tiger, you posted it and then everybody just jumped on it, and so I don't know if you have a plan for each character, or, but that's fine. The second follow-up question, actually, what I really wanted to know, which is really small, is how does the tiger fit into Minneapolis? I haven't figured out that connection.
The reality is that a lot of what I want to do, I want to enjoy the surprise and delight of it all myself. So most things I'm going to keep close to my vest because I want to see people's reactions. This is fun for me, right? So I want to keep most things to myself so I can see them. These things will become more obvious as they go along. And then don't forget, there's also the market, right? So there's a lot of projects I'm working on that will hit in the next 6 months that has a lot of the characters, and then things will happen. So, Patient Panda and Patient Pig and the astronaut, like the market has spoken on certain characters, but to your point, there's a character, for example, that I've decided that I want my first children's book with VeeFriends to be about. So to your point, I'm deciding that. And then there's the reality of like something happening in culture and us reacting to it because the biggest pop star in the world loves tortoises. And then I think that's an opportunity to build intellectual property and I jump on it. So I guess the answer to your question is I'm always gonna share things that I'm seeing behind the scenes that may lead to something. Anytime I share anything in a Discord, it's pure speculation. But there is some groundness into why I would share it. And then the reality is that the market, along with subjective opinions I make along the way over the next 40 years, will probably establish the character hierarchy. I think the thing we're seeing with the tiers is what we saw in sports cards. First, when something explodes, the entry level explodes in value, but over time, the rarity math takes over. The delta between a core and a rare make no sense right now when there's 20 of one in existence and 8 of the other. I think over time.
I appreciate that. I know a lot of people have been discussing that.
I think over time, if you know anything about sports cards and other collectabilities that have this ecosystem, at first, the entry level is the number one value arbitrage, but over time, scarcity matters.
That's great. And then to end things, can you answer how the Tiger tied into Minneapolis?
Not yet.
Oh, so there is an answer. You just don't want to give it yet.
It's not as direct as to Minneapolis. It's a little bit more direct to what's happening around this kind of week. So you'll see that play out.
Okay, that's fair. I listen. You're also along through this process as well as much as all of us. So enjoy it, and thank you again for everything.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Cohen. We're gonna try Comtar again, and if
Hey, Corso, thank you. Can you hear me?
okay, it works.
We can.
Awesome. Thank you. Gary, thank you for taking my question. I'm so excited. I booked my hotel. I'm excited. The community is what I'm most excited about, as well as VEECON. Thank you for rounding us all up together. My question was, other than the US Bank Stadium, are there going to be any other venues in that area that are going to be possibly connected or utilized?
I'm debating some things about Sunday. So I don't know the answer to that question just yet. Hello?
Sorry, I was just saying I'm excited. I'm a curious crane holder, so I gotta ask.
I love that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look, I wanted to get everybody booked in to their, and obviously we're at a point now where I want to make sure people have that week and weekend locked out.
Yeah.
Best rates right now on the hotels. Flights are going to be better right now this far out. There's still some things to work through potentially on activations because I do want the city of Minneapolis to shine, but I haven't decided that yet. And there's a couple little things in play that factor into that. So the answer is no as of yet, but for transparency, there are some stuff brewing.
That's exciting, and I can't tell you how excited I am for Monday.
You can't even imagine how big of a win it's going to be for everybody in this community.
So excited, so hyped for the 5 characters too. Whichever they are, and whoever the holders are, I'm excited for that.
Me too. Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And by the way, yes for 5 characters, but it's going to impact all of you.
Awesome. Loveleen.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Gary. Yeah, I'm Tep, right? I'm from Thailand. Right. And I'm your big fan. I really love your content. I've been following you for years.
Thank you so much.
I've invested in VFriends as well, like from the minting, and still holding it, and I'll definitely be there for the VEECON. So I just have a question around it's a 4-day event, right? Which you just said. So it'll be the hotels which are available there. So will only the first 1,000 people will get the special price, right? Or am I right?
We blocked out some rooms. Those hotels, the reason I picked Minnesota is the hotel pricing, even over time, should not become a very big issue. But yes, there is an advantage to booking hotels right now.
Okay, so it will be like better price than book like ourselves, right?
Well, listen. I mean, I think that people can pick different things. There's Airbnb, but the hotels we recommended on the blog post are if you're booking a hotel today, this weekend, that is definitely where you want to do it.
Okay. I have another question which is not related to VEECON. Can I ask?
Sure.
I've been following you, so I heard. I mean, you said that like for the NFT for NFT research, etc. Like we go to the Twitter and research there, right? And then in Discord and like many other stuff you told. Did you have any any like how to say any criteria for choosing NFT?
Any
Like
a criteria of why I pick an NFT?
yeah,
Intuition. My intuition that the project will resonate with people and that I believe the people behind it are going to be capable in building it.
because lately I've been interested in NFT flipping as well. That's why I just want to know the like the intuition, right? Like except that, like anything else you look for in a project?
Nope. Just the intuition on my belief if consumers are going to like it and the people behind it are able to do it. The end.
Okay.
Yep. All right, team.
Awesome.
All right, I got to run.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I got to run, Court. So thank you, everybody. Have a great, great day.
You too. Take care. Take care, everybody.
Wow.
G Greeno, I will message me, and if we have another Q&A and you're there, we'll
Appreciate
get
it.
you on.
That's
I
awesome.
know he had to run. Some people went a little long time, but I appreciate you bringing me up here, Corso. Thank you.
No problem. Everybody take care, and let's go back to general chat.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What do we think of that? So I'm going to do a Twitter space to give the good news to Twitter. Damn, that was exciting. He really dropped some knowledge. Like he put it out there. I mean, beyond the date and location, like the whole concept of an unconference, May 19th being a little bit of an unconference. I'm just going to let General ride here as I review some of the things. Like 4 to 8 weeks now is kind of the window where he wants most of these details to be announced. Rarity not looking as important for utility at VEECON as it may have seemed, as I thought it was. And that he wasn't willing to do anything that made it not be the community is the community, which I love. I totally respect that. And this is super interesting. So Monday is makes something for 5 characters, will affect all the characters, but he also said he's working on 5 to 15 meaningful things per character. Confirmed he wants to do pickup games at VEECON. Talked about just like Minnesota felt right with the weather, with the new stadium, with the infrastructure, with the cost base. Said that Discord is the home of VFriends, which we know, and that his hints are coming from a place of always over communicating to Discord. So a lot of these characters that he's dropped, they may have just even come up in a meeting. But he wants to over communicate just in case it turns out to be a good thing. The question on Tremendous Tiger was really interesting. The person assumed that there was some connection between Tremendous Tiger and VEECON, and Gary almost kind of paused a little bit more, but ultimately said it's more about what's happening this week is what it sounded like than necessarily. I wasn't sure if it's more about what's happening this week or what's happening the week of VEECON. That's interesting. We already knew this, but it was just fun for him to say when I do an animated show, not if. Like that is in the works. But that's not. But and maybe, he went right from when I do an animated show into Monday's announcement is going to make today's announcement look small. It could be that this 5-character announcement is some animated series thing, but we really don't know yet. He's teasing this out because he's enjoying the surprise process. And as much as so many things are out of his control, he has decided the first character for the kids book, which if I had to make a guess, I would say is the accountable ant. Like he's mentioned that he's been on that for months now. Maybe there's another reason why he doesn't want it to be the first one, but I think accountable ant is like a good guess on there. And then Sunday for the conference seems to be very up in the air. I don't need this now. Sunday seems very up in the air, which is is what it is. Conference and unconference. And then he talked a bit about how he picks projects. That was wild. What's up, Cam? Cam's in the house. Eddie's in the house. Monday. What is, I mean, I think we can be pretty confident that it is a business to business collaboration with VeeFriends, directly affecting 5 characters. Either like, what if it's a limited animated series with those 5 characters for 1 or 2 brands? It could even just be the announcement that they're going to make a short film featuring these characters to build the brand of whatever the brand is that chose these characters. Because he did say that he didn't have any. I don't know that he said he didn't have any say, but he said he didn't choose those characters. So we know there's another party involved. Whatever collaborations, conversations, deals have been going on, another company, another marketing department chose these 5 characters. But something about it is going to affect all of the characters, which may mean that like they kind of set a precedent for how, I guess, cartoons or animated series are done, or that is an available kind of service from VeeFriends or partnership route. Like, I think VeeFriends could do anything they want at this point in terms of like how they do partnerships. So we've seen the merch model with Jeff Staple. If another company wanted to come in and get on a merch deal with one of the characters, they have a model for that. This may be a model in the animated realm that serves as a blueprint for what other companies might choose to do. Cam knows. I'm convinced that Cam knows, and he's been very good not to tell us. Although we so want to know. Crazy day. Can't wait for the animated series of all kind. Yeah, me too. I mean, what kind of art style is it going to be? Who are they going to get to write it? Who's going to be the voice actors? How are they going to manage the monolithic nature of all these characters? Like, is the kind Kudo going to be just like the epitome of kindness, or are we going to see them learn to be kind? And also, how much will it feel like a brand builder, or I anticipate that all of this will be brand and not sales, marketing, not sales. Like, that's the MO, right? Like jab with the animated series. And how are they going to make that good marketing for these companies? I don't know. Maybe it's by using them as mascots and people associate those ideas with that character. And they license out the ability to use that character in marketing as it becomes more and more relevant. I don't know. Time will tell. I definitely think they're going to do both. Like VeeFriend anime would be quite interesting and fun. And I think we can say it will be quite interesting and fun. Like, for sure, I would even say 10 years, but definitely in the next 40 years, we will see a VeeFriends anime, because why not? We know this is a global brand. We know there's Team Aussie characters, there's Asian characters, there's African characters, there's even a Russian character. And the prudent polar bear can also be a Russian character. I think we're going to see a lot of different art styles, and that'll be very interesting to see how they overlap in the universe of VeeFriends, or if they're more separated, and then they have like a Avengers style mashup movie, in the likes of like Into the Spider-Verse, with some intermixing of art styles. I don't know, but as soon as the Q&A kicked off, I felt that this was information Gary wanted out there. So that's why I'm streaming it to everybody. If you're coming in at the end, or I've directed you here after the fact, thanks for watching. This will be archived on YouTube, just the rough cut. So hopefully that's a great resource for people to hear it directly from Gary with what is going on. If you missed it, VEECON.co has been updated. And why don't we actually go there now just for fun? I actually haven't looked at the hotel deals yet, but let's take a look. So this is VEECON.co, and let's watch this video. So the announcement is for Minneapolis. I keep wanting to say Minneapolis, but it's just Minneapolis, Minnesota, May 19th to the 22nd. Here's what he has to say about it.
Hey everybody, it's Gary Vaynerchuk, and this is a massive day in my career, my life. I am so excited to give the early details of VEECON 1. We will be in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
I thought there was an error
May
there when I first
19th
watched
through
it.
the 22nd for a 4-day experience. Some of it's gonna be conference, and some of it's gonna be official, unofficial, unconference. But the reason we're making this video is because I need you to book your hotels now. I know the VeeFriends community has been waiting. I need to give you as much time. I know that, you know, it's not that far away, right? Like weddings and bar mitzvahs and sporting events. And so book your hotels now. We've got all the information in the blog post or the social media post or wherever I'm putting this to make sure you're aware. The Discord, big shout out to Discord. May 19th to 22nd, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Entrepreneurship, culture, digital marketing, NFT crypto. We're gonna be talking tons of subjects, but most of all, the VeeFriends community gets to hug it out. And I've been watching all of you prepare and get excited for that. I will see you in Minnesota, May 19th through the 22nd.
US Bank Stadium. Whew, that's big. So I haven't navigated this. There should be somewhere on here. It's probably at the website that they said. GaryVee.com/VeeCon2022 for the hotel deals. Yeah, okay. So here's the the world's first NFT ticketed conference, a first of a kind multi-day event held specifically for an audience of 10,255 VeeFriend token holders. A real-life demonstration of NFT smart contract technology in action, the inaugural event is a super unconference, jam-packed with value for NFT enthusiasts. Attendees will enjoy the following: an extraordinary lineup of iconic keynote speakers, innovative and educational talks and panels, Q&A sessions, and many more collaborative experiences, plus A-list entertainment. The full line of speakers and entertainment for VeeCon will be announced soon, over the next 4 to 8 weeks. The goal of VeeCon is to provide access, deliver real-life experiences, and build even stronger connections within the VeeFriends community. Using his 25-year career of good karma and building upon his own experience attending and speaking at conferences over the years, Gary Vee is committed to producing the best of its kind, most fun unconference for VeeFriends token holders. This is a really fun pivot from like the world's best conference to the most fun unconference. I'm kind of into this. VeeCon will be the place for VeeFriends to come together and build long-lasting friendships while learning from and interacting with both established and up-and-coming innovators and entrepreneurs. Where and when? VeeCon 2022 will be held in the US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota from May 19th to May 22nd, 2022. Why Minneapolis? Let's hear from the VeeFriends CEO and creator himself, Gary Vaynerchuk. We chose Minneapolis, Minnesota for many reasons, but a key driver is that it's known for the friendliness of its citizens, Minnesota nice, and our values are built on kindness. Minneapolis is one of the fastest growing entrepreneurial hubs in the US, and we also have strong business ties there. The city is vibrant, up and coming market, and we cannot wait for VeeConers to experience our first inaugural event there. How to attend? VeeCon is an exclusive event created specifically for VeeFriends token holders. The conference will not be open to the public. In order to attend, you must be a current token holder of at least one VeeFriend NFT. VeeFriends are currently on sale through the secondary market on the OpenSea platform. Preferred hotels, here we go. VeeFriends have reserved room blocks, which means the first 1,000 attendees from our community to book within our room blocks will receive a fair room rate across the most desirable hotels in close proximity to the venue. Please use the links below to reserve your room. Note, limited availability. So we've got five bookings here. Code V when booking over the phone or making reservations on Hilton.com. So I guess 8 in total. Find the answers to all your questions. What is VeeCon? How do we get tickets? Where is it being held? We know all this. What time does the event start? We're still working to announce all this. Go to I'm sure the VEECON Discord channel is probably going to get more active, but we'll also see anything major posted in the announcements channel. I feel confident saying that. What topics will be covered? Entrepreneurship, marketing, culture, NFTs, business, and innovation. What are the speakers to be announced? What do we need to bring? Bring your energy. We will do the rest. If you're interested in creating content and meeting friends and learning, VEECON has it all covered. Great. No dress code. Wear what makes you comfortable, whether you're a swaggy sea lion, a spiffy salmon, or a flexin' fox. Very clever. Love that. How many days? 4-day experience. Guests should arrive on May 19th, and we will share more updates through our Discord channel. So in reference to this, Gary did say not only is Sunday up in the air, I don't know what exactly that means. He said he's still deciding what he wants to do with Sunday. And obviously, it's the last hours of the first VEECON. It's very precious time. But in addition, I mean, they're using all this unconference language in the blog, but 19 is going to be more of an unconference day, it sounds like. So the conference will be 2021-22, and May 19 will be more informal, perhaps, meetups, like getting maybe more community events, and Gary surprising and delighting in different places. We'll see. Are these preferred hotels? The first 1,000 attendees from community book with a certain fair rate. Hurry and book them before they're gone. Code V. How will we get to and from the venue? Many hotel rooms are walking distance. Ride-hailing apps are available in Minnesota as well. COVID. What procedures do you have in place for the event? Nothing matters to us more than the safety of our guests and speakers. VEECON and US Bank have rigorous protocols for COVID-19 to protect our guests. To ensure a clean and safe environment for all who enter through the doors, US Bank has implemented Venue Shield, a comprehensive health and safety program. In addition, VEECON will follow all CDC, State of Minnesota, and City of Minneapolis health and safety guidelines. For more information, please visit this link. Oops, no, I want to stay where I'm at, but I want to open this. Do you require a negative test or vaccine? We will follow the state and federal law. As we get closer to the event, we will share our requirements. Will I get a chance to meet Gary Vee? Gary Vee is excited, as we all are, to interact with and meet as many of you as possible. So he said in the Q&A that he's committed to meeting everyone at VEECON. And just to be clear, that doesn't mean he is, I think, as much as it's almost like buying the Jets. It's like he's going to go as hard as he can to meet everyone that he possibly can and wants to find a way to meet every single person. And, those odds are different if there's 4,700 people or 8 to 9,000 people, but he is committed to meeting everyone. Were his words today. What is the deadline for registering ownership of my NFT? We'll be sharing the details for registration. Make sure your profile is updated on VeeFriends.com and you are following updates and announcements on the Discord channel. Notice Discord. It is the home of all this information. It's where I get 90% of the information that I share on this page. What brand collaborations opportunities are available? If you would like to partner, please feel free to email us, partner@veecon.co. That's interesting. I feel like I might as well partner. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I guess I would share my ideas. It's not like I'm not Nike coming in and being like, I can sponsor all this thing. It would be more like, can I volunteer? Do you have a job for me? What sponsorship opportunities are available? If you'd like to partner, email. How can I become a speaker? We have a full lineup of speakers planned. Speakers are confirmed. But if you would like to speak or nominate a speaker we should consider, please email us. Email for speakers. Sorry, I'm also taking notes for Twitter Spaces. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check the chat. I also want to give this invite link to Eric, who just requested it. How we doing, everybody? Is this hype or what? Like, I'm floored. This is fantastic, and it just makes me that much more excited for tomorrow's or for Monday's announcement. Blog, is that info on info? So Makalawena, this information is at the blog. Yeah, here's the link. You can go to garyvee.com/VeeCon2022. So let's get through it. If I'm unable to attend due to COVID, we understand some people may not be able to attend for personal reasons. However, your token is valid for 2023 and 2024. So long as you are still the owner of your token and have not sold it. Okay, that's interesting. As of now, VFriends is not endorsing any selling or renting of VEECON tickets. Still hard no there. I can't attend. Can I give my entry pass to someone? If you're the owner of an NFT at the time of registration and verification, you will be able to gift your ticket to a guest through a designated QR code. Please stay tuned. Okay, so that's the first we're hearing about that. And, you know, people might not like that, but that's consistent with what they've said. Like Gary was asked, can I sell? And he said no. And then he was asked if I can't travel. He said, there will be something you can do with your token. So for now, and you know, this is subject to change. My opinion doesn't matter, but I wish they would give us an authorized platform to buy and sell, not buy and sell, but at least rent the VEECON ticket, because otherwise I feel like that puts a lot of people at risk of putting a deposit down on a ticket and then not actually getting whatever QR code can be used to give them that access. That concerns me a little bit, but that's where we're at right now. If you're unable to attend, your ticket is still good for the following years. You can give your access away through the platform with the designated QR code. Discord will have the updates when that's available of how to register and get your QR code. But as of now, you cannot, and selling or renting is not endorsed by VFriends or VEECON. I own more than one VFriends. Can I invite a friend to come with me? Every VFriend NFT is an admission to VEECON. For example, if you own 2, you have 2 admissions. You can redeem your tokens for tickets, and you will be able to gift tickets to your guests through a designated QR code. Please stay tuned. Takeaway. The inspiration for both VEECON and VFriends was born out of the idea that business with friends can be fun and you can build a community around common interests. We're so excited to see that community in action. More details will be released soon. For all updates, be sure to visit VEECON website and follow on social media. Wow. Come on up, Eric. Welcome, Eric, KCCO Eric, to the show. How are you, buddy?
Jay, what's going on, dude? It's been too long.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I haven't seen you on the show since the Knowing Gnome giveaway.
Since the Knowing Gnome giveaway. Yeah, that was we're going back almost 3 weeks now. So
this is wild. I feel like I could talk to you about this for hours, but there's 2 other things on my mind. Number 1, I really have to go to the bathroom. Number 2, I promised Twitter I would do a Twitter space to recap. So I wonder if you would want to go over there.
we can definitely do that. I got to run in about 7 minutes anyways because I got physio. So I haven't really been on any of the lives or doing anything because of the accident. But
right. Well, why don't we talk for a couple minutes because that will also help keep this video kind of tidy. It's like got the Q&A in the beginning, and then I just read through all the FAQs. So so how do you feel about Minnesota? Like, have you booked yet? You did. You booked some hotel rooms. Like,
yeah, I'm
pumped. Ready to go. Did you get the promo code, or did you just go ahead and book it?
So I was doing it on my phone via the link on the website. And with the promo code, it was actually a little bit more expensive than what Devin was able to get just by going on booking.com. So we booked the next night as well. So we're there from the 18th to the 23rd. So I'm not like flying in, first thing in the morning and having to figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing. We're already going to be settled in and ready to go. So it's going to be fucking sweet, man. Like,
yeah, I did the same. We're going to have to take a lift, I think, to the actual conference or potentially.
How far out are you?
We got an Airbnb that I think is about a mile from the conference center. I mean, we could walk it, we're New Yorkers, but fair. Like, no. And honestly, I wouldn't mind walking through Minneapolis and just like enjoying it. I've been there. I performed there once, but I didn't see anything outside of the university I was performing at.
Yeah. I've been to Minneapolis once, just driving through from out in Western Canada. And it was only for the one night, so I only hit a couple bars, grabbed a couple drinks, and I didn't really get to check it out. So it'd be fun to go back.
Haley and I booked a bookend on the bookend. So I think we have the 17th to the 24th. We booked an extra day just to like, you know, enjoy. If we're gonna be there, might as well be there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll definitely see you on the 18th then, because I'm going to be there a day early as well.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that Gary will be there a day early. Like there might be kind of an unannounced, like, hey, I just got in the afternoon on the 18th. If you're around, you know, we're scoping out. Well, not at the venue. Can you imagine if he's like, we're setting up some things at the venue. If you're here, you can come on in. I doubt it.
Doubtful.
Very. I mean, it's so interesting how like he keeps this tone of like friendship and like camaraderie. Like he made a point in the Q&A to be like, the community is the community. Just because you're a spectacular holder doesn't give you a front row seat kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yet this is a very serious corporate ordeal. You know, like they're dealing with US Bank, they're dealing with who knows who. Like you can only imagine that like the top 5 biggest brands you could name right now have already been reaching out to them, or they've been reached out to. You know, like I'm thinking about like Kellogg and Nike and I don't know, like everybody. And maybe not yet, but like if over time for sure. And so like,
and that's the whole IP thing, right? Like the strategy is when VEECON launches and they see this huge influx in Minneapolis and they see how big this really is. And like, there's going to be a lot of people asking questions, and it's going to hopefully lead to a lot of stuff with a lot of really big brands, and that's hopefully going to benefit a lot of us holding VeeFriends. So
I'm actually curious if this has moved the floor at all. The floor is stable at 18. Like this is crazy. It's 18.25 right now with this Ernest Ermine that nobody's wanted to pick up.
I really feel like on Sunday, Gary's going to come into the Discord and he's going to drop that final announcement just saying like, if you're going to get a
last chance,
get it right now.
Yeah.
And we'll move again.
Yeah. But I also, what he said today was similar to a thought I had, that the Monday announcement may cause the core floor to stay or dip, but that rarities will start to separate. But he said the announcement is going to affect everybody. So I don't know. I'm very hesitant about making any predictions about where this floor could go, because I never would have thought apes would have hit 70 ETH, you know, and then comfortably land at 40, like comfortably at 40. So even if apes are starting to trickle off of it, which I don't really see that they are, that means VeeFriends can, should, and will be at a 50 ETH floor. Like, can you imagine if we just find like the perfect balance of buyers and sellers at 55 ETH? And like,
it's hard though, because you got to have the people that have 55 ETH to spend, right? That's the thing. Everybody could delist, and I love seeing everybody like, oh, just delist.
Yeah, but the market doesn't work that way.
List at 100 ETH. Yeah, the floor's 100, but nobody's gonna be buying them. So it's almost a moot point, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm very happy because, like, obviously I knew this was going to happen today, and the validation from Gary shouldn't be necessary. But I went into so like it was leaked on the website, and I screenshotted it before they put a password protection over it. So somebody in the Discord would like check the website. It's Minnesota, and Gary said yes. And I don't know if you saw all this commotion, but for the better part of an hour, we were all like, "Is it Minnesota?" Gary said Minnesota, and I immediately went to the site and I screen grabbed it. It looks exactly like it looks now, but the team didn't confirm, and Gary didn't confirm. And within the moderator chat, it was like, we don't know whether it's Minnesota or not. Like, this could be some elaborate ruse, you know, some trick for fun. But, you know, I think I would have been surprised if it was, and it wasn't. But so I tweeted that out, and I was like, this is not a drill. But then when Gary finally tweeted it, I retweeted confirmed, and he retweeted me like that. And I was in his live stream, and I put out the dates. Like, I just typed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, 19th to 22nd, and he pinned it. And already I was floored. I was like, yeah, pinned by Gary. Let's go. We've got his attention. And then in the stream, he was about to reiterate the dates. He said, like my friend, want to be a V friend here, and was about to point out the pinned comment before he started reacting to another comment. So I basically feel like Gary's watching me. Like I'm not I'm not convinced that there isn't somebody in the VeeFriends office right now watching this live stream and and thinking we're doing a great job. Our community is on fucking fire. Like I mean, I have to give all the credit to Gary and VeeFriends. Like the fact that my community is engaged is because we're born of that community, which is so engaged. But
it has a lot to do with all the work you're putting in. So
it does. It wouldn't have happened without it, or without you, or without like literally the 13 people who are watching right now, and everybody. It's literally an everybody thing.
Jay, I gotta go. I gotta run. I gotta go to physio. I have physio.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
I will catch up with you later tonight. I'm gonna start looking at booking flights, and
I need to book a flight too.
Futures golds up online because that shit is hot.
Yeah, I need to list. I don't have any ETH to list mine, but that's a conversation for another time. Thank you for jumping on. It rounded out this show really well. I'll see you later.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Alex is hyping me right now. Yes, VeeFriends, I put in my application for the community manager role, and it would be my humble privilege to even speak to you about the possibilities of what I could do for the community. And I'd be very happy and excited to serve the mission, whatever that may be, day in, day out. Okay, folks, I think it's time for a Twitter space. I'm going to take a little break. Give me let's just say 10 minutes. At 1:30 Eastern, I'll be on Twitter Spaces, and we'll do the whole thing again. If there's somebody if people are like, oh, what are the VEECON details? Please feel free to direct them to the YouTube link of this video. That will be live just in a moment, and it starts with the Q&A. And if they want to jump to the end of the Q&A, then I go through the details in, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. So please feel free to use this as a resource. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you too, Makalawena, and David, who's here, and Alex, and Cam, and Eddie. Thank you for being here. And Luik, if you're still here, and Big BT 420. Love this place. Love this community. 10 minutes will be on Twitter Spaces. Really cool fucking day. Let's go. Talk to you soon. Peace.